Is it a lead? I think it's a lead.
Since I forgot to kind of film reactions for Heir of Fire, I'm trying to be better with Queen of Shadows. I am currently at chapter 13. I just met a lead and I'm so excited. I didn't know that she had a witch blood. That was a shocker. As for Aylin, I just love her attitude right now. I just love how sneaky she's being. I can't wait for her to reunite with Adian. I'm trying not to be too upset at Chaol. I know that his true love is Dorian, and all he wants to do is protect Dorian, and I understand where he's coming from and his frustrations, but I'm like, dude, can you just like calm down? You don't know what she's gone through. I'm so happy that Rhys is back. I loved him as Aylin's like guard in the first book. Evangeline already has my heart. Lysandra already won me over with what she did for Evangeline. I have had 3 Throne of Glass dreams up until now while reading the series. Last night I dreamt that somebody gave me a sword to protect Harrison. Like I think I was like supposedly Aylin or whatever, like the heir to the throne. I was a very, very main character moment. I would just like to say that I am completely and utterly in love with Manon and Elaine's relationship. I kind of ship it. Rowan is back. Adian is pissed that Aylin gave him the blood oath. Chaol is just being a moody little brat, but we still love him. I am really, 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 really enjoying this book. I really enjoyed Heir of Fire. I can't wait to keep going. I literally can't put them down at the moment. I really should move on with my life and be productive, but apparently this is now my life. She let Rowan use the lavender soap, by the way, and she gave him his clothes even though it doesn't fit. And the scene where she's wearing the nightgown to like tease him, and he asks the gold nightgown, which, you know, I've heard a lot about, so I know it's gonna happen eventually. I'm really loving Manon's chapters a lot more than I did in Heir of Fire. I just really like Elide. I love her. I really, really love her. I think I really relate to Elide in the sense that, first of all, she's tiny. I'm a very tiny person. I'm like super short. And I think people kind of like underestimate me often, and they don't think that I realize a lot of things. I don't like confrontations. I really don't. I try to stay out of them. But the thing is, I am an observer, and most of the time I notice things, I just don't say anything. So I really, really like that Elide is kind of similar. She's super smart, but she doesn't like show it. Also, I love how Aberox is protective of Elide as well. And I just like the scene where she had with Asterin, the scene with the Tertine. I just love that everybody's like so protective of her. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop crying about Sam. She's at the grave right now. We just appreciate how amazing Aylin is with her plans. She's so chaotic. I just finished reading the scene where she changes Arobyn's will and like she gets all of the money, gets all the property and investments. The way that Lysandra was acting with her crying, it was so dramatic. They both deserve an Oscar for this. That's all I'm gonna say. I am loving Queen of Shadows. I love how the team is coming together. Like I said, I love Elide and Manon. I love how Adian, Rowan, Aylin are working together. Aylin definitely needs to learn to trust, but I completely understand why she keeps doing the things that she does, because she's so used to being alone, which is actually kind of pretty heartbreaking. The only thing that I'm disappointed with is that I thought that we would have a lot more Dorian moments in the series, not like necessarily this book, but just in general, and I feel like he's the character that we've seen the less of. I'm really excited for him to be freed from the collar and to just like kind of become king, because I really want to see how he's gonna be. I want him to meet Manon so badly. I also feel very sorry for Manon right now because she's forced to do these things, and like she's so conflicted because clearly she's not happy about it, but she's so used to the way that things are meant to be. She's being pulled in 2 different directions, so I'm really, really, really excited for her to like, you know, develop more of a conscience more and more. Okay, I feel bad right now that I said Roland was gonna be trouble because he has a collar around him. Wait for it, wait for it. He'd almost demanded to know what her plans were for the other innocents in the castle, but it had been nice to have one afternoon with no fighting, with no one hating him, to feel like he was part of their unit. How can people hate Chaol? I don't see it. I understand that he's kind of annoying at times, especially when he was fighting with Aelin at first, but all he wants is for Dorian to make it out alive. And everything is changing. He's still just like a human boy. I love him. I love him so much, and this was so heartbreaking because he feels like the whole world hates him and he doesn't know what to do. Manon is being sent to the king. She's gonna meet Dorian. Hello, princeling. Hello, witchling.
I just read Asterin's backstory. And, I wasn't crying. I was fine. It was sad. But then she said how the guy waited for her. I can't. Okay, I calmed down a little bit, but I'm just like thinking about the fact that he woke up every single day with the hope of like her coming, but she for like 80 years, you know, and he probably thought of her like every day, wondering what happened and wondering why she's not coming. And you know, he's on borrowed time because he's a human. I'm just I swear, I cry at the like the weirdest things. I don't even cry at like what's supposed to be sad. I mean, it's supposed to be sad. I figured I don't feel like this was supposed to make me cry, or maybe it should have. I don't know. But
I am so pissed right now. Are you kidding me? Rest. Brulo.
I swear this like YouTube video is just me crying at this point. So when I first read A Throne of Glass, or was it Crown of Midnight, one of the scenes that really stuck to me was when Celaena gave her cloak to Coltane. And I noted it, like I really, it stuck in my mind because I was like, she doesn't deserve to be cold. And Aelin gave her her cloak. And now Coltane kept a piece of it. And she's fighting for her life and looking at the sky she's never going to see again.
So I finished reading Queen of Shadows last night, and it was a roller coaster. I stopped filming my reactions because if not, my YouTube video was just going to be me crying for about 20 minutes. I finished reading it around 1 a.m. and then I stayed up for about an hour trying to calm down, but that did not work, and I pretty much went to sleep still crying. And then this morning I felt so sad, and then I felt better, but then I thought about it again and I had another crying breakdown. I'm just gonna do some final thoughts about the book. I definitely think that it is my favorite in the series right now. I feel like the way that I feel about the ending is kind of like how I felt about the ending of Crown of Midnight, but 10 times worse. I think Throne of Glass and Heir of Fire were probably the least sad in the series up until now. The thing that shocked me the most was definitely about the king. The fact that he was being controlled as well, and Dorian could have had a dad. Aelin didn't need to go through all this if... I'm gonna cry again. If the Duke hadn't been controlling the king, well, not the Duke, but Erwin, however that is pronounced. I'm super nervous now that Maeve is coming into the picture. That whole scene with Dorian and Aelin when, you know, she's just trying to bring him back. And then Chaol. I don't think I can finish this video, guys, because I'm still really sad. And, you know, the fact that they're all separating, I know it's not gonna be forever. I know they're gonna like find each other again, and you know Kayla's gonna heal, and it's just like Dorian's all alone in the palace now, and I know he's probably gonna, you know, hopefully meet Manon, and he's gonna not be alone. But right now I'm sad thinking about it. I don't like that Manon left Elite alone. Elite is like all alone in the woods right now. I think Aelin is the luckiest one because she gets to have Lysandra and Aedion and Rowan. I really like the book. I think I'll be okay. Hopefully, I'm gonna probably take a little break from reading today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know why I've gotten so emotional about it. I think I just like fell down the Throne of Glass hole. I think I would rate the book like a 10 on 10, definitely a 10 on 10. If I wanted to subtract points because it's depressing as hell, maybe a 9 on 10, but I loved how, you know, everybody came together. I love the new dynamics that were being created. I love how Manon went to see Dorian at the end, and the part where she asks like what it is to love, because she's never loved before, but she's trying. I am so sorry, but she's trying to be better. Really like 13. I still love Chaol. I don't really understand the slander. I can't wait for Illy to meet Lorcan. I don't hate him. He is a bit of a prick. He's just a jerk, whatever. But I'm excited to see his relationship with Elide because I know that's gonna just suck me in. I'm a sucker for the whole, you know, like grumpy with the world, but like completely obsessed with her trope. All that to say, this was a really, really good book. Really sad that it's gonna end soon. And I'm not looking forward for Kingdom of Ash. Really not looking forward for that. Like I said, I think I need to take a break from reading maybe for like today and tomorrow, although I doubt that's gonna happen. I'm very impatient, so I'm probably gonna start. I do plan on doing the tandem read. However, I did get a little bit conflicted because I did see people say that they did it separately and it was still fine. I think I'm still gonna do the tandem because in Empire of Storm I would miss Chaol, and I want Iren to come back. I'm really excited for her to come back. And in Tower of Dawn I would just miss like Aelin and Rowan and everybody else. Before I stop this, I completely adore Lysandra. I love her so much. She's such a fun character, and the part where she was like seeing Rowan and Aelin kiss in their room, and she said that one day she's gonna have that too, that also I'm trying not to cry again. If you enjoy these videos of me crying, make sure you subscribe, and you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. We'll see you in the next reading vlog, which will probably be Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn, because I'll just like merge the both together. Bye.